Hi guys, good evening. I'm Eric and welcome to Not Watch 716. We're now going to be playing Janthir Wilds. We're here on the prologue where supposedly the invite starts off customized to each race, which is awesome. It's already off to a great start. I'm already impressed. I thought because of the Ice Brute saga, everybody gets drawn over here. That way it ties up the Ice Brute saga. That way it shows that there was impacts of the demons from the End of Dragons and the Cryptus from Secrets of the Obscure. Either way, very clever funneling everyone over here. But I've just been told if you play a different race, you get called to that area. Now I want to try it with all the other races. Again, replay value, important. It's a great marketing tool. So far, very impressive.
The pinnacle of charge
Uh,
here.
the best I've seen so far in all of their expansions that I can think of. Very much so. Hello, Crescio. I just wonder who the other ones would be. Again, if this makes me excited to replay this already, and I just started like less than 5 minutes into it, it's doing a great job. Hello, Crescio.
Commander, apologies for the formality.
Good to see you
Why?
faring so well, Krisha. How are you in Ridlock?
How are you in the Blood
Ross
Legion?
and Grothmar, helping keep tensions down.
Oh, good.
Good though.
Giving us updates.
Happy to be out of the office. I'm up to my horns
Part of my
in
war claw
diplomacy.
is over in
Truthfully, I'd rather be on a
over in
recon
Grothmar.
assignment, claws caked in something rotten.
You're better suited for this work than anyone else in the Legions.
It then goes
Nobody
together with
wants
the
the
small
job.
things that are different
I'm
per race.
just the
No,
unlucky
I
grunt
think
who
that
complained
start
the least
off
when
and then
offered it.
funnel. Great idea.
But I'm keeping
You
another
customize
civil
it.
war at bay. Which is why I called on you. We weren't the only ones to clean house in the wake of Cantha. Caught wind of the Tyrian alliance
Okay,
yet?
okay.
Outside of your letter, it's news to me.
Thought so. We're trying our hand at unification, or something like it. Not just the Char. Everyone.
Okay.
Demon
Trying to like
attacks really put a damper
form
on
a
our
United
post-dragon
Nations of
cycle
sorts.
relaxation.
The coalition of the willing.
Thankfully, none of us are good at relaxing. Now,
I do like that
only
this is
we
an
could
open
figure out
world
this whole
and not just a
Con-Earth thing.
cutscene. It could have been a cutscene.
You'd be great at it.
I don't know about that. But better
I do
near
like that they're
effort
bringing
than
back
someone
the
like
Iceberg saga
Vanguard.
about the Con-Ur.
But enough talk. That seat will remain vacant. As for now, consider this your invitation on behalf
Oh,
of the
okay.
Char.
Sort of lures you to your home for
Queen
that
Jenna
interview.
called us to action
Okay.
rather suddenly.
This feels more
I expect
impactful.
something interesting
But
is
no, you
brewing.
bring up a good point. Soto did do that.
She
I
asked
should give
me
it credit.
to give this to you.
Okay. I do like that it's in the open world. This could have been cinematic. I like that I have my little myth carrier. So far, I'm glad that they're remembering all the things that they laid down before. I think that's really important, and for me, it makes a huge difference because it makes me think that they remember what they wrote, like that they're competent. That was it was the first one, if I recall. Yeah, probably. You are invited to the
See
court
that fight last
of Queen
night?
Jenna.
The Norn and the Sylvari? That was amazing.
Really, guys?
Burly and fierce versus slender and tough. That Norn definitely earned her victory.
She earned my respect, too.
I can say this now.
The
Good
way she
morning.
fights,
Good morning,
I'll buy her a
Monty.
beer.
How are you? Welcome to the court of Queen Jenna, Regal of Kryta. To the esteemed Pack Commander, it is the highest respect that the founding committee of the Tyrian Alliance would like to invite you to join our organization of trust and dignity. Oh, right. I should probably update this. Boop. Boop. Is it Janthir Wild or Janthir Wilds? I think it's plural. I'm going to update the information of what we're streaming over here. Oh no, ads. Boo. Sorry, I try to keep them to a minimum. Um, but I can't eliminate them completely, apparently. I know, little guy, I know. Eventually, I'll see if I can gift out subscriptions. Oh, careful, don't fall off. I know, you're a little edgelord. He's on a TV tray right next to me, and sometimes he loves to lean on the side. Did I wake the kitty? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. He was just he was a little concerned that I wasn't sitting next to him, so he looked around and he saw me and he's fine. He has little PTSD, he has little nightmares. And we're back. Welcome back, Monty. Hi, good to see you. Good morning. How are you? Welcome. We're just starting Janthir Wilds. Yours are snoozing? Yeah. He loves to come up here, and lately he's been joining me and just curling up and going to sleep. Unfortunately, the kitty cat has gone through a lot in his little 2.5 years. And so he's a little traumatized. He has some nightmares. Thankfully, he's getting better, and I'm glad that he's looking to me for support and comfort. Because I'll do what I can for him. Alright, it is with the highest respect that the founding committee of the Tyrian Alliance would like to invite you to join our organization of trust and dignity. We hoped for a brighter tomorrow after the passing of Su Wan marked the new era for Tyria, but something pushed back on that hope when a series of demonic attacks left our people and our homes in peril. Although these attacks have recently waned, their source has not yet been discovered, and until it has, we're vulnerable. Zealous Full Moon Spear of Force. Also has some nice skins in Janthir Wilds. Ooh. Ooh. But from that vulnerability, something else was born. Awareness. Leaders started speaking with leaders. Nations once impaired by archaic rivalries were suddenly allies, or on their way. Pain was shared as readily as food. After we survived the fight against the Elder Dragons, surely the next threat to rise in their place would not stop us. And it has not stopped us. As leaders talked, we realized that it is time again to try our hand at unity. Not all will agree, and we certainly have our critics, but peace isn't made overnight. Thus the Tyrian Alliance was formed. Is being formed? Okay, I'm still not good. I'm still now good, sadly. Not good. Oh, I've still got this vertigo, so going back to the doctors today. Oh no! I've been like this since New Year's Eve. Oh no, I've had my ears checked out, that they're okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, vertigo sucks. It gives you nausea. It's difficult to do anything. Oh, my sympathies, Monty. What have you been doing to help with it? Have they given you, like, medication? Have you just laid down? Are you just struggling through it? Commander, you have been a constant glimmer of hope in times of ire. You've impacted each of our lives in immeasurable ways. It is for that reason you're invited to join us at Lion's Arch for Celebration Trust. I just came from there. The Alliance may be new, but with time it will be something truly admirable and productive. For Tyria, for all of us. With support of the Tyrian Alliance's founding committee, Queen Jenna of Creta. Allergies? Mountain cedar is awful here at the moment.
This city of ours is the greatest in the world.
Alright, I guess we're going back to Lion's Arch.
Well said, Susan. We're not
For a while, Michelle thought she might be allergic to Cookie. Heck, I thought I might be allergic to Cookie. We're both sneezing and congested a lot. I know you're okay, little guy. I know. I'm just saying what we were feeling at the time. But I mean, I decided that this little guy is not going back to the shelter. He'll be staying. I'll do what I can. We'll do what we can, but he has a forever home. You should have seen how traumatized he was when we first got him. He was so skittish, so scared. He was hiding in the closet for like, I think the first 2 weeks. He's a lot better. He's come a long way. Alright. Wait, where am I? Guild Initiative Headquarters. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Huh. I like that they're reusing it for this. Yeah, the old guild hall. Huh. Alright. I like what they're doing. The Tyrian Alliance Guild Initiative Headquarters. I wonder if they're going to make these cinematic like they did with End of Dragons. Because they did amazing cutscenes in there.
politics.
Achievement? Gather all of the notes in the meeting. Okay.
Hold it. Name.
You don't
Commander,
know
over
me?
here.
That you are. Didn't recognize the face at first. Fought alongside you during Scarlet's attack.
Did you?
Go ahead. Don't mind me, just being cautious. A lot of big names in this building.
It's a big job.
Sure. I think my character hardly wants to be here, but he's curious what Krisha wants from him. Malice Sword Shadow. Ah, the Ash Legion, of course. And the Shining Blade. Interesting. I assume that they were Cold War enemies during the human char fight. Invitation to the Tyrian Alliance. I assume that's the same thing we got. Okay, let me make a note of that. Let me make a note of the notes. You've turned more violet since then. I have. Invitation to a great house. Letter addressed to Dougal. Dougal's from the first novel that they released before Guild Wars 2 even was released. Ludo's paperwork. Okay. Oh. To the Arcane Council. Invitation to the Arcane Council. Oh, okay, so this is an invitation to Isgarin and his people. It is with the highest respect that the founding committee of the Tyrian Alliance would like to invite the Arcane Council as representatives. Oh, I'm sorry. Duh. The Asurans. As representatives of Radasum to join our organization that trusts in dignity. Dude, that's a whole group. We hoped for a brighter tomorrow after the passing of Suwon marked a new era for Tyria, but something pushed back on that hope when a series of demonic attacks left our people and our home in peril. Although these attacks have recently waned, their source has not been discovered, and until it has, we're vulnerable. I was given meds to stop the sickness, and that has worked. Oh, that's really cool. That could get really bad. The only way to stop it is to try and keep my head straight, but we all know that's not really possible throughout the day. Plus, I drive the calls for work. It might be up ladders or under stairwells. Neither is currently feasible at the moment. Oof. Oof. Do they have any ideas of what it could be? Any suspicions? You do realize that when you get that purple bluish tint, it means that you're lacking in oxygen. Perhaps you should visit a medic. I am shiny from magic winds. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a little translucent. I brought back part of the mist with me. But from that vulnerability, something else was born. Awareness. Leaders, whistles and healer. Leaders started... I did unlock the thing about the infusion for the mists. So if I do, I figure I can, since this is a legendary, I can just remove the infusion without destroying it. At worst, I have an infusion extractor. So, because I would like him to be more like the mist than the arcane flow infusion, but I'll take either one. I don't mind. But from that vulnerability, something else was born. Awareness. Oh, by the way, I haven't played Janthir Wilds at all, and I've been trying to avoid as much spoilers of it as possible. There are a few things that, unfortunately, were revealed. I know it takes place in the north part of Tyria area. I know that the Eye of Janthir is there. Only because I've seen different trailers and different things of it. I couldn't avoid it. And then ArenaNet, when they just announced their new addition to it, their Living World expansion to it, advertised the Titans that were there. And so that kind of got spoiled. I am excited to see how we get there, but that's about all I know about it. Much like in Secrets of the Obscure, I didn't make a list or research what I was expecting for this one, but I guess for me, my low bar is at least be as good as Secrets of the Obscure. At least tie-in stuff. I'm hoping the doc will be able to recommend something today. It might be a virus, so I might just have to write it out. Okay. However, I only get 8 days sick pay, so I've already burned through that already. Oof. Oof. Thoughts and prayers, Monty. Thoughts and prayers. Sorry to hear that. Janthir was an established location from back in Guild Wars 1. Right. I don't think we explored it that far north. I know we went on the beaches that we still don't have access to in Guild Wars 2, but I know they had referred to it. So the name itself, you just kind of knew where you'd end up. Yeah, I assumed somewhere up north. I would love more. Okay. I was so careful not to tell you, and then they did that. I know, Wins. I know. It's okay. I wasn't upset. I was surprised, and then I guess I was a little annoyed. I wasn't. It's just how could you mess that up, ArenaNet? I know you were trying to advertise it. I get it, but there's spoilers in the title. Um, in either case, okay. Thank you, Dell. I guess an expectation would be more about the Mersat. Maban was from there, and unfortunately he's dead. Do we have other Mersat that were still alive that hung out in the mists and survived past this? Um, Now that I know that the Titans are involved, do we go more into the Char and their history with the Titans? I'd love to see that. Um, I'd love to see some of the threads from End of Dragons and Secrets of the Obscure continued. Something more about Pathos, something more about the Cryptus. We better be going into the Foundry of Failed Creations. That's my personal hope. That would be amazing. They have really cool things, and I'm really curious to find out more about it. With Isgarin being revealed as a seer, I wonder if we're going to see like more of that conflict, more of those early times, the pre-dragon times almost. Starts handing out the collection achievements, right? So those are just some of my ideas going into it blind for the most part. I would like to bring back some of the other characters. Again, tie up and follow up threads that we had done before. We have a lot of open threads. Could we please address some of them? Okay, be back soon. No worries, Monty. Thank you for being here anyways. Definitely. All right, let's go on. I just wanted to establish what I was hoping for as we were going into it, even though I hadn't thought about it or really made it concrete. I want to make it concrete so that way I can say that it's met or exceeded my expectations. Combined with the rifts and the mists and the titans leaking through, yeah, we got to raid the domain of anguish. Again, just thinking my headcanon. Hey, I think that would be great. I would love, personally, I would love something more about the human gods. There's lots of books and lore to find, definitely. But I hope it's done right. They hinted at it in Secrets of the Obscure with one of the books saying that if the human gods came back, that the Order should consider them as enemies because they're too powerful and they're a threat. I think that would be great. I would love. I'm a huge fanboy for the human gods. Oh, right, and because they have the Codans over there, maybe something about Coda? Could we talk about why the Norn look human? Because according to some of the Codans, the Norn used to be Codans, and then they got shifted into their hairless form due to Coda. Why? Why, if humans aren't native to this, do they look so similar to humans? I would love that. Touching a bit more about Norn culture also, and maybe Codan culture mixed, that would be cool too. The Norn haven't had too much of a spotlight outside of the Icebrood saga, which was interesting. Just some ideas. But from that vulnerability, something else was born: awareness. Leaders started speaking with leaders. Nations once impaired by archaic rivalries were suddenly allies or on their way. Pain was shared as readily as food. After we survived the fight against the Elder Dragons, surely the next threat to rise in their place would not stop us, and it has not stopped us. As leaders talked, we realized that it was time again to try our hand at unity. Not all will agree, and we certainly have our critics, but peace isn't made overnight. Thus the Tyrian alliance was formed. Speaking of which, I remember there was a rumor, a tinfoil hat theory, that Queen Jenna could have been either an avatar of Lyssa or Lyssa herself, and I think that would be amazing. We would be nowhere without the assuring technologies that kept us safe in times of trauma or the weapons your people raised to protect our world. If you'd be interested in joining our cause, we leave the task of designating one of your own to represent the Arcane Council and the Asura in our forthcoming summit, with support of the Tyrian Alliance's founding committee, Queen Jenna of Creta. Interesting. Interesting. He wrote a lot of letters. Let me know if you see any of the letters, Wins, and I will go running. Alright. I would address Malice first, I guess. This character would address Malice first. Oh, there is one over there. Okay. I can't go too far. Hello, Krisha. Ooh, meaty notes. Dougal Keene. Dougal Keene was in the first novel, Edge of Destiny. He was a human. The book was meant to introduce the reader to some hints at Guild Wars 2 before it was released. He was a human thief that was there to steal something, and then in the process... I'm sorry. Ghost of Ascalon was the first book. In the process, it was pretty cool. It was fine. It was a decent introduction. I'm surprised that they're referring to him.
Attack my target!
Dougal Keene's here? Where? Upstairs? Alright, I'll be right there. I'll be right there. Very nice. Who wrote this? Oh, wow. Countess Anise. Keene. Been a long time, my dear. Okay. I don't like that. I really hope that smile of yours is as blinding as I remember. My memory, Countess Anise was very stern and serious for the most part. I just remember her interacting with Canuck. We act different with different people, I guess. The Queen sends you and Leonie her best. Well, I wish I wrote on mundane terms. Anise was love this, love that. Okay, maybe I just... It's been a while since we've role-played with Countess Anise extensively. I remember it was, what, Living World Season 3? Season 3, I think. Gave me a Southerner's bless your heart vibes. Not me. But, I mean, again, it could just be what I remember. Well, I wish I wrote you on mundane terms. We have another favor to ask of you. On behalf of Her Majesty, the Queen, and the founding members of the Tyrian Alliance, we'd like to formally request use of your organization's headquarters for our forthcoming summit. Also, he's the leader of this guild. That's cute. I think you can guess the details, especially after the demon attacks. Given our members' importance, we're seeking an establishment located in neutral territory to hold our inaugural meet. You know better than most how fragile trust can be when the negotiation table has a dagger sticking out of it. But despite the circumstances, the air is quite temperate this time. No daggers either. The first summit could be tense, but I can assure you that the building will withstand the event just fine. Maybe I jumped the fence a little quickly, but I've already spoken to Magnus about securing the Lion Guard in anticipation. They'll be stationed outside at all times, which should be far less daunting to the locals than 80 guardsmen from 12 different standing armies. The city's security will be heightened that day just to be safe. We've come a long way since the treaties, Dougal. I'm not known to daydream, but I wouldn't let Her Majesty hold council with a room full of ulterior motives and competing personalities if I didn't think the risk was worth the reward. I've woken up too many mornings dreading news of more death and destruction. I'm tired of it. Thankfully, everyone else is too. When Crete, the paragraph swirls before your eyes, dispersing like dye in the water. Cute. Must be some sort of mesmer illusion. Whatever it says, this last part is for Dougal's eyes only. I look forward to prompt and positive response. Countess Anise. So the tinfoil hat theory that I heard was that Countess Anise... So the goddess Lissa is a twin. I think it's Liss and Issa. And so some were thinking that Countess Anise was one twin and Queen Jenna was another twin. And that they were human avatars for the god. Or, I don't know, or the goddess herself. Alright, let's go speak to Dougal Keene before I speak to Krisha. Huh. This guy. He looks like a generic protagonist of a book. They didn't have pictures, but that's kind of what I pictured in my head, I guess. You're here for the Alliance meeting? It's downstairs. Are you not joining? Letting them use the building is enough participation for me. Not huge on politics. But hey, I'm not arguing with the gifts they've brought. Canthan spices, dried fruits from Alona. Diplomacy has some tasty perks. More of a consolation prize than a perk. Hurry things along down there, will you? Will do, Dougal. Very nice. I was just talking about that it would be nice if they remembered what they did. And, dude, the first effing book. Is there something over here? We're getting all the way to the top. Very cool. They love to have these globes that only show a fraction of Tyria and not the whole world. So there's nothing up here. Alright. Let's head back down. Very cool. Thank you, Wins. Good find. Good find. I wonder. It's been a long time since I read that book. But I did read it when it was first published. That's a deep cut. That's a very deep cut. I did not expect ArenaNet to do that. Very cool. Good on you, ArenaNet. Good on you. Oh, I can't talk to Grisha? Okay. Fine. Hey, Malice. Sorry about that. Before I get distracted again.
Malice, Anise, could form a new warband.
With a
less
human?
cramped than any of Ash's hidden outposts.
Delegates and leaders are still
would you drop
arriving,
that?
but the turnout is impressive.
Don't mention your
My
secret
surprise is
outposts.
agreeable.
And nerve-wracking.
Everyone is comforted that you're joining us. You command quite a bit of respect here. Not all of us
It's also
do
a
the
big
same.
step for her towards
Don't make
the
me
title of
regret
Con
my
Earth.
decision.
You're modest.
Save that irascible demeanor for negotiations, Imperator. Go on. Mingle.
Imperator.
As soon as a few more arrive,
So
we'll
is
get
she the new
started.
leader of the chart? Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. Alright. Now we got more access to the rest of this. Firstborn Dagonet? Why does he sound familiar? Where is he from? I assume he's from season 2? With the Char? I'm sorry, with the Char. With the flashback of the Sylvari and the Asura? Man, this is killing me. I hate to keep going to the wiki. He is one of the ones over there. In the flashback. He was one of the newly awakened. I think. Interesting. I swear, if they would have brought the person that had seen into Malix's eyes and talked about who he was and his background, I would be to the moon in terms of like conspiracy. You would see me with tinfoil hat talking about Malik. Yes, it's taken 10 effing years, but no, simmer down. All right, Keith. I'm surprised you're still here.
Commander, I'd
Okay.
heard you'd been invited. Glad to see you again.
Oh, now I can speak with Krisha.
Keith is joining me as counsel. We've both a stake in seeing our people thrive after everything we've endured.
Mordramoth was a monster. How are you doing after Aurene?
Some days are melancholy, but she still
Postpartum
guides me.
depression.
I'm needed by my people. That has given me purpose.
You almost didn't feel
That
like
they
them. You were saying that the End of
Keith
Dragons.
has been vital in our pursuit of healing. We've all experienced a bit of an identity crisis after Maguma. We're well on our way, but we've problems to solve for yet.
We're like kids
You'll
left
get
home.
there.
Okay. Let's go back to Krisha now that I can actually talk to her. We gotta go Char first. One Char. Char first. Char above all.
Commander, good to see you.
Hello.
Stuffy.
Certainly beats interrogations and trial preparations.
What is it, little guy?
Vangar.
Who else? We'll save that headache for opening
Hey,
remarks.
Bangar.
I'm
He's not
eager to
dead.
put it
I'm
behind
glad.
us.
And they remembered
Hasn't
him.
made things easy, though. The Dominion lives. Their numbers are just depleted.
Traitors. All of them.
Whoa, bro. I like that she is here as kind of a point of remembering that they wrote the Iceproof Saga and maybe they can kind of salvage it through Janthir Wilds. I am open and excited to see if they do. I think that would be very cool. You are very tiny, by the way. You remind me of Tiny when we first met her. I do like that they're following up on that they're placing that down. Hey, look, invitation to the Tyrian Alliance. Only one more. Look at those paperwork. I like that they're doing this. I saw that they did it at the beginning in Soto, and I like that they're doing this here. I think it's a great idea. I'm gonna save Jenna for last. To the great house of the Dominion of Winds. Oh, the Tengu. I think there's an achievement for talking to all of them. There is. I've been keeping track of it right now. I think there's 5 of them. It is with the highest respect that the founding committee of the Tyrian Alliance would like to invite the Tengu of the Dominion to join our organization of trust and dignity. Dude, if they do something with the Dominion of Winds, that would be effing awesome. That has been there since the beginning of the game. We've done nothing with them. Even with End of Dragons, when we should have done something with them, nothing. Come on, ANET, give us that. You don't have give us combat tonics. That would be cool, right? You don't need to introduce a new race. It would be nice, but I understand spaghetti code. So if you just give us combat tonics, that might work. We had 1 DRM outside of it, right? Like, we literally were right by it. Bro, come on. Not just that, but also, could you link Ebonhawk with Path of Fire? Like, that's the gate. That should take you over there. Kind of, come on. We hoped for a brighter tomorrow after the passing of Suwon marked a new era for Tyria, but something pushed back on that hope when a series of demonic attacks left our people and our homes in peril. Although these attacks have recently waned, their source has not yet been discovered, and until it has, we are vulnerable. But from that vulnerability, something else was born: awareness. Leaders started speaking with nations. Nations once impaired by archaic rivalries were suddenly allies, or on their way. Pain was shared as readily as food. She copied and pasted a lot of what she said. I mean, that makes sense. After we survived the fight against the Elder Dragons, surely the next threat to rise in its place would not stop us, and it has not stopped us. As leaders talked, we realized that it was time again to try our hand at unity. Not all will agree, and we certainly have our critics, but peace isn't made overnight. Thus, the Tyrian Alliance was formed. Although we've yet to be formally acquainted, we hope that you'll look to the aid we shared as the war against Jormak grew bitter and bloody. Should the great house be interested, we would be honored if one of your own could join us in Lionsart for our inaugural summit. You may send up whichever representative you feel is appropriate. With support of the Tyrian Alliance's founding committee, Queen Jenna of Creta. Interesting. Before we find out who from the Arcane Council, I want to see if I can guess who my pick would be. Flunt. I would love Flunt to be here. I think that would be amazing because he's the one that we met the most that I can think of. Skarty Knutson. Oh, he's the son of Newt. Newt Whitebear, I think. You think he would waste his time? I think he would be assigned by the council to do so. I don't think he'd be thrilled about it, but I would love him here. Hey, Bram. Oh, so they're keeping the beard, huh? I guess they're trying to age him? And that's just a visible shortcut of they're getting older? I guess. Not a big fan of beards in general, but that's just a personal preference. Nothing against people that do. I just don't normally do it. If you see me with scruff, it's because I'm lazy. Now, it's too itchy. There's a point when it gets really itchy.
Commander!
Hello.
Bram.
Not excited to
Healing, I
be with
hope.
you.
Graham is representing Kragstead, acting as
Where he
my
was originally
own
from.
advisor.
Advising on what? Terrible haircuts?
Ha 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 ha.
Doc, all you need. I went home for a while after. The whole
It's
thing
not
was
bad.
an accident. One day I'm patching homesteads and caring for lone wolf pups.
Aw,
The
retired.
next time-
That's fine. You don't need to kill everyone.
Well, here.
I wouldn't have minded if they would have killed him at the
Leading an
end
entire
of
village.
Icebrew Saga.
I'm impressed.
But that's where he started,
He's
going back to the
modest.
roots.
He proved to be the leader Kragstead needed.
Very nice.
And irreplaceable while I've helped take on more for Newt. A natural leader. Oh boy.
Our man
Stop.
I'm glad for you, Bram.
It goes all the way
would be
around.
proud.
In Living World Season 1 that they released, it brings him from Cragstead. I'm glad that they remembered that. Again, this is a lot of reminders of, hey, we know our lore. We know our lore. Which is really cool. This is giving me a lot more confidence. Oh, can I speak with him? I cannot. Chancellor Iman? That's one of the ministry, I think? No. It's from Alona. Zaim, the Spear Marshal. Oh, hello, I can talk to him. Hi, that's a face I haven't seen in a few sunsets. Remembering Path of Fire. Awesome. Again, bringing everything over here and then adding to it. That's cool. If you can address them with the loose plot threads, even better. The thing with Vanguard, dude, do that. Do that with. We don't need huge cutscenes. We don't need invasive stuff. Letters, dialogue, that will help. Spear Marshal, what a pleasant face to see. Are you here with them on? Zaim, Commander. Drop the formality. It's nice seeing your neck of the woods for a change. And yes, I'm here with them on. The Sunspears have lent their expertise and protection to the Alonian delegation. Nice. You're welcome facing the crowd, friend. Ludo. Form 0517B? Oh, there you go. That's all taken care of. Office of the Arcane Council. Form 0517B. Research Disclosure. Name? Councilor Ludo. Reason? Personal or official? Official. Purpose of research? The bottom of the sheet is covered in scribbles and doodles. Whoever filled this out was very, very boring. I figured that the Asura would love Kantha.
Counselor Ludo. That's a lot
So
of
just
paperwork for one Asura.
Couldn't get a single one
Yeah,
of
look at
those
that.
old sacks to put down the gavel and at least try to make friends.
Up to Ludo's
They'd
knees.
send me with a giant pile of paperwork, though. That's what I'd like to call the Asuran hello. Nonsense, most of it. Kantha is revealed. And if not for copying Asuran ingenuity, they'd still be decades behind.
Oh, there you go. Kantha.
But we can't hide in our labs.
Huh. Best work is always done.
Stop being
in the
a certain
field.
ingenuity. That's hilarious.
I certainly do hope that you are correct.
Very nice. Again, touching on Kantha. So here we have all the almost all the expansions touched on. They mentioned over there. I wish they would have mentioned the Pale Tree, because that would have touched on Heart of Thorns, and then Path of Fire through Zaim and Iman, and then and the dragons with over here. I really would like. I really would like something from Secrets of the Obscure. One of the Arcane Council, perhaps? One of the wizards? The Order. The Order. What was it going to call them? The Order. I keep forgetting what they're called. I'm not taking the podium yet. Can I talk to Krisha again? No. Malice? No. Commander Commodore Lawson Mariner? Oh, okay. Oof, he's old. Captain Alan Keel? Oh, hey. There you go. Hey, I know you. Ha ha ha. Commander, it's a pleasure to see you doing well. Aren't you cheery, Keel? Good mood. Feels nice to be manning an international affair versus fighting off dragon minions. Feels a little normal, eh? It sure does. Well, let's hope it remains normal. Things like this tend to go sour. You never know with these things. Alright, before I walk up there, because I don't want to accidentally trigger that, let's go talk to Jenna. Wait, before I talk to Jenna, are there more people over here? Lion Guard. Little Asura in the Lion Guards. That's so cute. I'm thinking about having that outfit with my Asura. Since he spent a lot of time over in Lion's Arch. Very interesting. This is cute. Wait. Oh, for a moment there, I was like, what? What? One, I don't think you're that small. Two, what is that following me? Cute. Alright. Jenna.
Hello again.
Yay!
It is a genuine pleasure to see a familiar face in unfamiliar lands.
Welcome, Commander. I'm glad to finally have a meeting under less dire circumstances.
Oh, Empress In.
An empress and a queen. Dangerous combination.
Some of the stuff you said you wished for, they included.
Integration.
Yeah.
I'm eager for these meetings to
I am
commence.
excited.
All I've done is make introductions.
With every trade organization and leader between the Shiver Peaks and the unending ocean. Such modesty. I'm hoping that today is
End
productive,
of Dragons.
if not
Referring.
educational.
The latter, I can promise.
Are we going to hear something about Raisu Palace? One can hope. This gives me a lot of hope. But Arena has also been very good at starting stories. They haven't been good at ending them very much. I'm going to try to keep an open mind. But so far, amazing. Impressive. Blown away. Blown away, actually. Cute. Four directions. Okay. I don't know why, but I'm drawn to these plants. Like, I'd be a little concerned. I don't know why. Taking your place. Also, if you take the podium as an Asura, there's a box. Oh, that is so cute. That is a very nice touch. I love. They've been doing. There's a lot of care and consideration and thought that's been. I feel that there's a lot of that that's been going into this, and I like it.
I, Countess Anise, liaison to Queen Jenna of Kryta, call all representatives of the Tyrian Alliance to council. Please, to your places.
Okay. Am I missing anyone? Tengu's moving. Keith is moving. Dagonet's over there.
We've quite a bit to cover. First and foremost, the Pacton orders send their
little
regards.
Little box.
Structural
Right.
changes have them occupied. But with that aside,
They mentioned the pact
founding members
and the
have
orders.
come prepared with opening statements. Affirmations of why we're here.
Very cool. I'm
As
glad they
our
remember
mutually
those from the
elected
core game.
emissary, Commander, would you like to determine the
Oh,
order
I've
of
been
operations?
elected as the emissary?
What qualifies me to make that call?
You've had a hand in just about everything Tyria has endured
You're the
since
main
retaking
character.
of Claw Island. We
Claw
approve.
Island, I like the reference.
I imagine the Pale Mother supports this notion.
Pale Mother name drop.
Sure, have at it.
Decide on a topic for the delegation to discuss. Let's discuss the state of Sylvari. I'd like to hear Oh, so this is a follow-up. I'd like to hear updates about Banger's trial. Let's hear about the relationship between Cantha and the Asura. Let's discuss updates from the Norn. How is Cantha integration with Tyria going? So everything but Soto, but I get it because they've been trying to keep that a secret. I understand, but okay. Okay. You have my attention, ArenaNet. Let's discuss the state of the Sylvari. I've been waiting since Heart of Thorns to hear anything.
I am firstborn Dagonet.
Listen to one of our delegates.
Keith and I have ventured from the Grove to represent the Sylvari. The Pale Tree sends her regards. Her healing has been a slow process.
Very slow process,
But her
apparently.
spirits remain bright and focused on our growth.
Okay.
Our people experienced a deep wound when Mordramoth rose.
This is all I really want,
and
ArenaNet.
fell. As a people,
I'd like more, but at the very
we
least
have
this would
many
work.
questions about where we come from, what purpose we serve following the Elder Dragon's death. Who are we as a society?
Are there other trees out
Many
there?
have decided to leave our home in search of these answers. Finding direction and
Nice.
purpose. That is our focus.
Okay.
As the Pale Tree heals, so do the rest of us.
I like that. Nice touch. This would have been enough. And then eventually pay it out a little bit more. But this is enough to, like, save me. Like, this is what I wanted 8 years ago. 10 years ago. 8 years ago, I think. Let's hear about Bangar. Iceberg Saga. Can we retroactively fix and improve that? Bangar was a decent villain.
Krisha, Imperator of the Blood Legion and elected representation from the Char. I'd be lying if I said
Okay.
tensions weren't high at the Citadel. With Bangar's trial nearing, another civil war isn't impossible. Even behind
Yeah, but
bars,
keep me repeating the
Bangar
same notes.
commands respect from his most loyal. Although weakened, the Dominion is still a threat.
Okay.
However, the Imperators are mostly aligned. Imperator Malice of the Ash Legion joins me today in support. Ephraim sends his. You may have
Nice.
heard the whispers, but there are calls for another Con-Ur to rise.
Ooh.
The Imperators don't disagree. But the Trial of Embers will wait.
The Trial of Embers.
Until we've decided Bangar's fate. That is our first priority.
See, now it feels... Now this game feels like a sequel. It's not just pulled apart. Because Path of Fire didn't feel like a sequel to Heart of Thorns. It felt like just a different story. End of Dragons kind of felt like a sequel, but not really. Even Secrets of the Obscure didn't feel like here, this feels like a sequel now. It is pushing all of these other expansion stories and catching up with them, which I think is a brilliant narrative idea. Because, again, your whole point is you want to funnel all of it and then start knocking them out. It's a pain in the ass because you have over 10 years of plots that have been left open. But I think this is a great way to earn back goodwill from fans who've been waiting forever. It's just you let me know through this. You remember them. They're there. We'll get to them, but at least they're being referred to. A great start. Very good start. This is what I've wanted in all of the expansions. Talk about Cantha and the Asura.
Counselor Ludo of the Arcane Council. I'll keep it brief. As you can observe, I am the only present representative
I am
from the
alone.
council. We
None of
are
my people wanted to come here.
experiencing growing pains.
F all of you.
Cantha's prowess threw us for a loop. I may be alone in this thinking, but about damn time.
They ripped us off.
For a long
Patent
while,
laws.
the council has lazily relied on Asuran Magitech superiority. We've become complacent, our research secondary. I, and a few others, have been advocating for a more productive integration into the global sector.
Ooh, capitalizing
No disrespect
their
intended,
research.
but Cantha's advancements on
our
design,
designs.
well, frankly, it's insulting. Our knowledge is still unmatched.
You guys obviously
An
copied us.
Interesting choice of words.
Oh, the
Not
Empress
that
is right there.
I enjoy competition. In fact, I encourage it.
As do I. My first
Why are they right
significant
next to each
motion on
other?
The Arcane Council has been to eliminate any restrictions on admittance into the Asuran colleges. Our next
that's a bit
focus
too
will
liberal
be
for
on
you, bro.
Global equitable information exchange.
Okay.
That's all. For now.
That's okay. Interesting. You'll stand between them? Thank you. I wouldn't have assigned him right next to them. Jeez. Hold him back, Wins. Hold him, her. Ludo. Hold Ludo back. I like to discuss updates from the Norn. What updates from the Norn? Is it Jormag? I think what I'd like to hear is, are they planning on returning to the north where they came from, now that Jormag's dead?
I am Scotty, son of Newt Whitebear. Sends his best.
I do like
Old
that.
man just can't say
that
no
passing.
to a good brawl. Expected to heal just fine. Just as our people are healing. Unsure of how to approach the spirits.
Here, Wins. I like
how
the
we
pose.
can help them. If we can help them.
Okay.
The
Touching on
Sylvari
the birds.
share in your pain. The Pale Tree. That's been a process.
You've had your moment.
Looking
Okay.
ahead has been our focus. Our scouting parties have returned to the far north to explore the villages.
They're the
and
ones leading
homesteads
us to
cut off from
Janthir.
Holbrook for decades.
Got it.
We've also got eyes
So they are
on
going
the
back
sons
north.
of Svanir. Rather, what remains of them. Most fell with
Most fell with
Jormag.
Jormag.
Those that remain, broken, lost. If we can offer any rehabilitation, we will.
Kind of like the Awakened.
But we won't
Joker's
welcome
Awakened.
more violence to Holbrook.
Interesting. What do you mean you won't welcome more violence to Holbrook? You guys love violence. That's the whole point. How is Canthan integration with Tyria going?
Esteemed leaders, I am thankful
I
to
love
have met
these
a few of
achievements.
you before. Queen Jenna has made many of these introductions. For those of you I have not met, I am Empress In of Cantha. I was advised to send a liaison in my stead, but I wanted to show the face
I'm
of
not
the
going
Empire.
anywhere. You're fine.
Cantha's integration into Tyrian politics
I know.
has
I know.
not been swift
I'm right here.
or easy. But it is
Interesting.
considered our greatest priority in the wake of the Elder Dragon event. Our people are largely united in wanting, but like all nations, an underbelly of resistance remains. However, I want to
The Ministry of
pull us
Purity?
from the murk and into the light. Cantha's technologies are vast. Some might say
Some might say
superior. And I
superior.
firmly believe that we offer something unique. And
I
clearly
love the
share
scoffing.
similar passions with our neighbors. Together, imagine what we could accomplish.
For a
While
fee.
we are focused on diplomacy, we've had a secondary goal of enlisting archivists from across continents. Our libraries and history texts are woefully dated.
My queen.
Thank you all for your remarks. We gather on mutual ground as allies. For some, friends. We suffered the Elder Dragons. We saw a new Ilona and Cantha. We've endured much. But now, Tyria has the promise
Well, not just
of
Tyria,
tomorrow.
but humanity. When Guild Wars
The
2
last
started,
decade was cruel.
humans were in.
But standing united
almost
today
endangered.
shows promise that my father only dreamt of.
I'm right here. I'm right here.
However, it is not on kind terms that we gather. The Alliance was formed as a reaction to a new threat. Almost a year ago now, demons attacked our villages and farmlands. Your cities and homes.
48 dead in the mountains. An entire village burned to the ground. One attacked the
Okay.
grove.
The demons are kind of the sequel
Just
for
outside
Coco.
the gates of Rata Novus. They stink.
No casualties should be accepted. These attacks were calculated, I've heard. Our
Ah,
perpetrator? The Cryptus.
nice.
Cryptus? And what exactly are these cryptus?
Now
Where did
we
they
hit
come
every
from?
expansion.
The
Good
more
job.
pertinent question, how did the Queen discern this information?
Tone.
I've dealt
Oh,
with an
Anise.
emperor's horde of petty banter, so I pivot. Queen Jenna, care to elaborate?
This information is as novel to me as it is to the Alliance.
I've heard rumors of your trustworthiness.
She's a
Your
mesmer.
Majesty.
Can we trust the mesmer?
No hyperbole until the
Cutscene.
queen has spoken.
Nice. You should be used to this with the ministry.
No.
Oh, Isgarin. You have to make an entrance, of course you
I
do.
see the triviality of Tyrian politics has not ceased its endless parade. Shall we have
Hello,
a
Isgarin.
mature discussion?
Calm down. I'm not qualified to be here. Who is that?
Introducing representation from the Astral Ward. Iskarin.
He could have sent someone else in his place.
Iskarin.
Do you know him? Cave?
I apologize for my friend's theatrics.
Yeah.
And Frode. Warden of the Astral Ward.
What's going
Rod
on?
could have come here on his
Jenna?
own.
Answers.
Queen. If you wish to leave with
That
all
wouldn't
your
be so
limbs
dramatic,
intact.
right?
Calm, all of you. And I thought the war bands needed babysitting.
Yeah, no, every
So, was it?
race is a shit show.
Indeed. Admittedly, I expected worse. Wayfinder,
Really?
under duress as always.
I like my little tail
Wayfinder.
wagging.
Ah, should have known you had a leg in this race.
I'll try talking to them.
Okay. That's awesome. Good job, ArenaNet. You really... I understand, Del, why this is a long talky-talky one, because they're trying to kind of wrap up or touch base on everything they've ever done, and then offer a unified, cohesive narrative forward. Kind of like this alliance. Whew. Alright, let's start over here. We'll work our way clockwise. Commander, while I certainly have my share of life-altering realizations, I'd like to still know what this is all about. Should I be concerned? Nah, they're fine. Iskarin's an idiot. Well, Frode is okay. No need for concern, Dagonet. The Astral Ward have much to offer the Alliance. Okay. Lawson Mariner, when he stopped cowering over there? Do you want to speak for him, Ellen? Iskarin, I know that name from the people of Garanov. Oh, hey, yeah, that guy. But what's going on? Keel, call the Lion Guard. No need for the Lion Guard. Iskarin and Frode come in peace. They'll explain. Ah, no longer cowering. Cute. Krisha, it doesn't look to be panicked. Can I not talk to her? Can I talk to Malice? Nope, nope, okay. Can I talk to Anise? Nope. Jenna? Nope. I shouldn't be allowed to speak directly to the Empress. I'm in? But I guess. Commander, goodness, how delightful it is to see you out in the world, outside of Cantha. The smells, the sights. Hello, Yumi. Good to see you too, Yumi. It was an honor to join the Empress here. As leader of the Kestrels, I've become somewhat of a voice to the people of Cantha, especially those who live outside the city. That's excellent. How has the recovery process been? Growing pains. There's still a thick line between developed Cantha and the rest of us. Plenty of lingering anxiety surrounding Jade Tech, too. But Anne has made it a priority to unite the Empire. We'll have to start somewhere. And Scarred is a seer, is he not? Navan had shared much of her historical knowledge with me. Navan would have been cool. I would not have expected that any seer still existed, let alone have one appear right in front of us. There's surprises everywhere. Only one left. If you know them, then you'll know he is here as an ally. I'm surprised she doesn't have like 1,000 guards or something. She is very exposed here. Hello, Councilor Ludo. Cryptus, the Astral Ward, and a seer? You knew about all this? And you didn't tell me? I have no idea who you are. I think I just met you. Who would I be to burden you further? And aren't you up to your ears in paperwork? Yeah, I don't know you, bro. Guys be the brand? Nope. Alright, Scarty. He's new from what I've seen. I don't think I've seen him before in other stories. Commander, who are these strangers barging in? I want answers, now, before my fists go looking for them. Weren't you the one who said he didn't want any more violence in Holbrook, but anywhere else is fine? Calm, Scarty. They're friends. Hear them out, please. Zayn? Oh, yeah. We've already... same thing. I have a bad feeling about this. Who is he? Beings using such powerful and ancient magic have not historically boded well for the people of Alona. You guys had the Forgotten. They're similar-ish. This time the ancient beings is on our side. Isgar wants to help Tyrian. He also wants a spotlight. By the way, Ayumi, have you met Kalidris? You guys are different flavors of, I was going to say bird. Tengu. Who is his guard? That dude behind me. What is his guard? A seer. I've never seen one like him before. Most people haven't either. Is he the same as those exalted who helped defend the Ares walls from Tormag? Huh. Short answer, no. Long answer, we were confused too. They both float. They do. So do Mursat, actually. They're not the same. Scarred is a seer. Like the Exalted, though, he's here to help us. Speak to Frode? Oh, I can't speak to His Highness over here? Sure. Like, can I speak to him? No. Different flavors. Is one KFC and one McDonald's? Right? Well, I mean, look at them. They don't look exactly the same. This one's a little bit more, I don't know, slender? A little bit thicker? They're just different birds. Alright, Frode.
Ready as they'll ever be.
Not the best idea.
Get to the
You
point.
should never be a diplomat,
They
Iskarin.
thrive on the brink of chaos.
Stop talking,
They've all endured
Iskarin.
enough trauma for a lifetime.
Frode, you talk.
Patience.
If we're measuring trauma in lifetimes, they wouldn't.
It isn't a competition, and why do you always want to win, Isgaran? Stop it. Step out. Send someone else. Galrath would have been a better representative than you, bro.
Thank you for allowing us the time to
Thank
speak
you,
to you all
Frode, for
today.
talking.
I apologize for the
Yeah, he is like a 1,000-year-old
dramatic
toddler.
entrance. Again, I am Frode of the Astral Ward.
Frode. I've heard
Hey,
that
I like the
name.
reference.
The
The
Ward
Norn.
has been cloaked in shadow for centuries, protecting you from threats unknown and unlike the Elder Dragons.
The Cryptus.
The source of
Sure.
our demon infestation, I take it?
Yeah.
Beings of the mists who are no longer a problem. Not right now. Our Wayfinder, your commander, can speak to that.
I
Bro,
joined their fight.
hot potato.
The Cryptus have been contained.
I wouldn't be surprised if some still attempted to breach our realm, but they aren't organized.
He speaks truth, as the commander can attest. Hesitant trust
Okay,
is
Jenna.
advised. Isgarin revealed himself to me not long before he revealed himself to all of you.
So a few minutes
The
earlier?
Cryptus are harbingers of what may come next from the mists.
And you say they're no longer a threat?
Aren't you creating experiments in the mists?
I've been to their realm myself. They've been stabilized.
The Cryptus.
But
you seem like you're talking about something else.
Syria's essence bled into the veil beyond the mists.
Really?
You are...
You're in this too,
are no
Isgarin.
longer shielded by her
Thank you.
power. Every eye turned toward us in that moment.
Really?
And likely more, we glow brighter than we did before. Tyria is a unique world, coveted by those beyond.
Are we going to refer to where the humans are from?
summarize, our demons are Cryptus, and you two, the Astral Ward, are some sort of secret
Joko was right.
organization that fights
Yes,
them?
Joko was right. Praise Joko.
Not just Cryptus, but any intruder from another realm. We've certainly faced
But you haven't
other
mentioned
threats
the
that were
others.
not born of Tyria.
Other than human gods in that
Why
one book.
didn't you reveal yourself sooner?
Or
Yeah.
help us with the Elder Dragons.
Our character can be the villain, yeah.
Of your questions, but this is not the right venue.
This is the best venue
I'm
right now.
inclined to agree. Whatever this information is, I gather it's sensitive in nature.
I imagine the room needs
Okay.
a moment to reflect. Shall we pause and reconvene in smaller
I'll answer
council?
for you.
After our
Isgarin
councils have
didn't
ended,
care.
I will speak with any of you. Whatever questions you may have, I will try to answer them.
He hasn't had the best bedside manner. Disclaimer. So if he pisses you off, working as intended? Right, like to the point where we straight up asked him, he was like, I didn't care. And we were like, bro. He was like, I still don't care.
Commander, with us.
Sure,
We'd
because
like
I'm a
to
chore?
continue the conversation.
Sure. Join the others by the fire to discuss further plans. In a moment. I got little stars over here. Chancellor Ludo speaking. Oh no. Why are you speaking to the Canthons? Okay.
Look at them over there. Can I assume they're scheming?
Yes.
No, Counselor. What? Assumptions are very often incorrect.
You're wrong.
We'll have plenty of time to ask
In
our
some
questions.
cases.
And I have some for you, as we were tasked. Before the Arcane Council, my research says that you were the Dean of Statics.
I am the Dean of Statics.
I was.
If I dedicated all of my time to the council, my brain would melt and drip onto the floor.
Talented and busy. You remind me of my sister.
Flatterer.
Say, you and I
You are a
should plan a
diplomat.
visit. We're supposed to be making friends
We're gonna be
after all.
besties.
I would love to host you in our labs.
Bro.
I'm very curious to see how they stand up to such a
Here's $1 million.
guy.
How did that fall out?
They stand. I would love to give you my assessment, Empress. And I'm also happy to waive my consultation fees in good faith.
I want you to criticize us and give us your opinion, Jesus.
I see you two are getting along.
Good job, Empress. That is the best diplomatic move I've seen. Here's a shit ton of money. Here's some ego boost, and you are free to criticize us as much as you like. Wow, very well done. You are speaking. Hello. Hello. So, which one of you tastes like chicken? Do you know that the cryptids eat each other? I am a kitty cat. We also eat birds. Meow. Meow. Ah, same thing? No. No. Nice ad for LG monitors. Oh, is that what you just had as a commercial? I really tried to cut it down, I swear. I was just commenting that the diplomacy from the Empress Inn with the Asura, amazingly well done. I'm annoyed that these two are not talking and having conversations because I really want to hear what they're talking about. I really, really do. Come on, come on. Look at your kid. Kid. Kid now. Okay, well, I am curious about the Tengu. What is this? Chief Counselor Iman?
My people have recently begun early exploration of Dislana. The dragon
it's on the
brand is
map.
weakening, all these years later.
No, they're the perfect time.
Dangerous
Don't change
place.
it.
Rampant with harpies. I don't see them helping us. Perhaps the Hecate?
I've only been to the ruins of Foreigner. Parts of Korna.
Is that foreshadowing? Are we going to go to Dislana sometime?
When you call Dislana dangerous, what do you mean?
Harpies?
You've been to the
Duena?
best tourist attractions, at least. You should visit. Dislana is taxing. Harpies are dominant.
Are we finally
which
going to have
makes it
access to
hostile
Foreigner
territory.
outside of an instance?
But my people used to hide in the mountains. We have records and rumors of temples, settlements. I don't know if anything waits for us there, but it's worth looking.
Sounds like the Greater North. Homesteads long displaced by Jormag's storm. No telling if there are any survivors.
We defeat the Elder Dragons, and this is our reward. The scraps of what used to be.
No, we're catching up. We're addressing what was left behind. We're picking up the pieces. We're rebuilding. Kind of like what you're doing, ArenaNet, with your stories. Hey, you. That reminds me. Raisu Palace. When? Raisu Palace? I would like a tour. I hear you guys have a zombie problem. I am very good at getting rid of zombies. Okay. Alright, I think... my only problem is techie ads trigger my inner script. Oh, shiny! Oh man, I love this script. I was even hoping that there would be a playable race at one time. And then I was trying to like work out the mechanics in my head of what would happen if a lot of people gathered together? What could we do? World versus world would be melted. Alright, none of you should talk to this guy by yourself.
Anise introduced us. Their friendship was just as much a surprise to me.
We sought another ally ahead of the forum. We've
At
known
least
it
also
was
has a
time
lot
to
of secrets.
reveal ourselves to the world. Figured this would be better than a more public spectacle.
He created
That
a public
inclination
spectacle.
isn't wrong. Why now, though?
Because we just finished Secrets of the
may be
Obscure.
controlled or contained, but my words should cause fear. Tyria is as blood in water.
And what exactly is attracted to that blood?
Thank you. Be more specific.
A number of beasts and beings.
Give us some examples.
I've no reason to think we're in imminent danger, but I suspect something draws closer.
Okay.
And we all need to prepare. The Astral Ward is ready to help in any way we can.
Cute. You have a script
numbers, then.
appearance. I like it.
Fewer after the Cryptis. We bled on the edge of that blade.
What do you propose we do?
Shiny.
Focus
What?
on your affairs. We'll get nowhere without some degree of control.
You want
Your
more
nations
control.
are fragile still. Here.
Centralized power.
We'll be establishing pacts with our neighbors. I suggest you do the same.
Wise.
On that subject, I'd like to offer some information on the Isle of Janthir.
Oh, out of the blue.
Janthir.
kind of rando.
A storm looms over that place. Blood. That is not a territory I wish to cross.
I don't expect you to, but we may find more allies throughout those lands. The lowland Coden.
This rat has a cat in a cage. That's
My father spoke of them
hilarious.
briefly. He left their territory untouched.
That is
Those
funny.
are bonds I have not maintained.
I imagine there's more to this suggestion, Isgarin?
We should speak within thicker walls. Yes. Wayfinder, I don't think anyone here would be better equipped to help form these bonds.
Okay.
You are not only a representative of the Astral Ward, but of Tyria.
Okay.
Look around this room.
No kitty for sale.
Take it in.
I could support that notion. Yes.
Utilize Moon Camp.
Moon Camp?
It's only kicking up dust otherwise. We'll send ward to your aid. All your aid. The ward will establish a gateway between our outpost and the human city. With the Queen's blessing.
Blessing granted. I support this and you, Commander. Now is the time to
Right when I
fortify.
want her to retire
The Countess
and
will
just
meet you in
be a
Divinity's
blacksmith.
Reach.
No, they do a good job of finding an avenue and a motivation to keep you going. Check in with Kushi Malice. But it's a gorgeous place. It is. I was just ready to commit my soul over there. Alright. Hey, Char. Does your group, if I played a different race, would it be a different race over here that I'm checking in with? Or would, regardless of race, you still check in with Krisha and Malice? I don't mind either way. I think it would still be nice to kind of personalize it a little bit much. But I know that they have to eventually funnel them down, and I get it. Well, these two are the big ones. Okay, no problem. That's fine. It would just be curious.
I've witnessed cleaner executions.
Krisha, think I'm going with the commander to Janthir. I feel a professional pull.
Yeah, you're a spy. You
Have
want more
little
information.
intel on that
Send
location,
a spy.
or these Coden, and it feels vital, or intriguing at least.
You're
an imperator leaving her
you're an
post to get her
imperator,
claws
bro.
dirty. Care to steal my mate too?
Oh.
Go.
Wow.
Be our eyes. I can cover for us.
I'll see you there, Commander.
I mean, I guess that's her removing her name in the hat for Khan at that point. Janthir Gearbox. The Tyrian Alliance. Whoa, blue! Very shiny blue. You've earned your first master point. No, I haven't. But Janthir Wilds, okay. Master points allow you to gain power and rewards that are effective in specific regions. Sure. Whoa, 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 that was cool. Okay, there's nothing I can build right now, but alright. Tome of Tyrian Mastery. I can't do anything with it. Meet with Denise in Divinity's Reach before heading to the moon camp. Not yet. Right? You will. Let's go. Alright, let's head out of here. I think we did everything we could. I really did everything I could from what I can tell. You're an idiot. Alright. Sorry. Needed to get that out of my system. I swear, Isgarin just... He reminds me of, what was it? The Emperor's New Groove, just kicking open the door. Hey! Bro, what? Why? Divinity's Reach. I mean, I understand why. That's probably the wrong question of... Isgarin, no. Little kitty. I know, little guy. He will set you off. Will he? He was... I'm not against the character. Not every character should be likable, and having an unlikable character as an ally makes for an interesting dynamic narrative balance. I would like to see how they do it. I'm right here. I didn't go anywhere. But I mean, the character. No spoilers. We'll get there. I swear. I feel like I have training wheels on me, and it's like, eventually we'll get there. Okay. We'll get there, for reals. For realsies, guys. Man, Divinity's Reach was one of my... So when I first made a character, I was most excited about Divinity's Reach. I love the human story, I love the areas, locations. This was all just gorgeous, gorgeous. And coming back to it after all this time, still very nice. Hey, look what they did! Can I talk to them? No. Well, I'm sure I can go into there eventually, but interesting. Anise?
Prompt, as expected.
I'm here whenever
Welcome,
I get here.
Commander. The gateway is active. I've word that Malice will meet you there.
Yeah.
Got a glimpse
she
of
told
the
me
place
herself.
myself.
Char to char.
Frode gave the Queen a proper tour. He'll be expecting you too.
Dress warm. I got
Though,
fur.
Between friends.
Is it colder than
Their
Shiver
definition
Pigs?
of camp is sweet.
Are we friends?
I'm sure you'll be very comfortable.
Great.
You are quite adapted to them, aren't you?
Who's them?
How are you feeling about the mission then?
Hard to say without full
Scouting
tactical
out, talking to
insight.
bears. How hard can that
Glad
be, right?
Malice is joining me. Crossing into uncharted lands and securing contact with Coden wasn't my first guess.
Diplomacy
In
is a
Paragon,
fine
the
craft,
Ash Legion doesn't
Commander.
fill me with
And
confidence.
making allies requires an artisan.
I know about the
before
Ash
you
Legion.
depart, do we prefer Wayfinder or Commander now?
Wayfinder, I
For
assume.
you? I don't know if you calling me anything but Commander
Oh,
would
really?
sound
They're not
natural.
just steering away hard.
Old habits die hard, I
Nice.
suppose.
Interesting.
Good luck.
Take the Astral Ward portal to Moon Camp, and now it's active, right? Yep. Can I talk to these guys? Nope. Malice is better than Iskarin, but Malice has so many agents. As a Char, being in the Blood Legion, I don't trust her. Alright, unknown territory. Let's do this. This might be it for tonight because I have an early morning tomorrow. Michelle and I are driving over to San Diego, which is about an hour and a half-ish. Meet up with your allies. Oh, are we back? We are. Wait, are we? No. Where are we? Okay. Where were we? Over here. Oh, wow, that's farther than I expected. Wow. We have all of this that we could expand into. Let's not forget that. I would love to see that. And if you zoom in over here, this little area, how about this effing place? While we're at it, over here. I know that's the Mist thing island. Over here. Over here. I'm gonna tie these two regions together over here. Alright, enough of that. Enough of complaining about what we don't have. What we do have, it's very nice. I like that Lake Doric's over here. I would like to see the rest of that covered. Very interesting. Whoa, whoa, okay, so they expanded a lot more. Janthir Bay. So it used to be capped at about here. I think is the highest the map went. About. Then they extended over here with the Drizzlewood Coast. But yeah, this is very nice. Cool. Sorry, I was just looking at the map. A quaint little camp here. Yeah, but how did they feel like these are templates? I don't know if you ever watched Dragon Ball. Oh, I can open doors. But the capsule homes is what this feels like. Astral Jinn. I don't remember seeing Jinn there before. Letter to Frode. Town record. Moonlit. Of course there are. There's 4 of them. From who? Galrath. Frode, I hate to report back with next to nothing, but most of our research on the Isles lived and died on Mabon's head. Rip Mersat. There are loads of books for the archive, for the achievements. Well, there's four here in this one. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'll see if I can work on that. Most everything else is code or scraps. I did manage to pull some information on a village called Gavril. It's fixed, or was, somewhere in the southernmost isle. Single town record we have in the library is dated 1069 AE. You'll never guess whose name is on it, either. Saul D'Alessio. Ooh. Doesn't that just brighten your day? We know how that story ended. Good riddance to the bastard. And it should make for an interesting excavation. At least this will be a fine opportunity to get hands-on with that area. First time in centuries that the region wasn't explicitly under Mabon's watch. Didn't even take me. I'll send you whatever else I can find if I do. Galrath. P.S. Appreciate the desk work. Not eager to make new friends after the last few months I've had. Sitting at a table for a few hours, reading some books, and then taking a long tea break is just what these bitter bones needed. Nice. I wasn't expecting Saul D'Alessio to have more. I thought that they got rid of him rather quickly in that raid. But if we do hear more about him or the White Mantle, that'd be interesting. Mersat lore is always welcome. Town record. We're halfway there. Page 6. Saul D'Alessio. V. A. 1069. So that's the year when they arrived. Agatha de Vries. R. B. 1053. Gavril. Interesting. Combe du Bois. R. B. 1042. Ascalon. Okay, so these are kingdoms. Mora Hay. R. B. 1059. Gavril. Rhea Ingham. A. 1069. Wait. Is that after and this is before? That would make these guys ancient. Aloan Klein. Ascalon. Okay. Born. That's what it is. What's A? Because that's born and that's death. Interesting. Unknown cause. Penelope Klein. A lot of Kleins. A lot of Mays. Cordelia and Cosmos. Arrived? Arrived. Saul D'Alessio arrived here. He wasn't born. These were ones that were born. Rhea Ingham arrived. Got it. The Mays arrived also. Got it. I hear you. Can I talk to that one? No? Okay. Sorry, but I really want to take my time on these expansions. I did that with Janthir Wilds. I did that with Soto a little bit. And I would love to continue to do that with this. Is there a door I can open here? Nope. Okay, so that's about it in this room. This was cute. I liked it. Can I close it? Oh, that's so cool. I love the interaction. I love the sound. No, you will totally scrounge. But interesting what this is doing, the effect. The ley lines, those were hubs that they had before. Is that an old map of that's Divinity's Reach right there. This is the early, the first map of the human territory. I forget the name of the Queensdale. This is Queensdale. I can't really see what that is. Is that Grithmore Valley? Grothmore Valley? I can't really see what that is. Interesting. More trade routes. Oh, there's a field report over here. 3 out of 4, only one left. Currently at Moon Camp, settled on the northmost shore of Janthir, not far from the Ashlands. Cryptis everywhere. At least we're far enough away from the main populations to not worry much about civilian casualties. Supposed to be some coded nearby, but I think they're currently living in their southern settlement. given what intel we do have on them, I suspect they're not going to be much help from us either way. Need much help from us either way. Anything that chooses to live in Janthir is probably tough as Daldramore steel. The cryptids are swarming at the shoreline, pointing towards the isles. They never cross over, though. Not sure if that's by choice. Not sure I want to know either. Babylon's got the isles covered, but I've got plenty to kill. Kent, Leader, Belford. Interesting. Is there anything else up here? Nope, just sleeping, sleeping. Hanging out, hanging out. Alright, so I think that's it for here. Before I talk to you guys... Oh, never mind.
The guest of honor. Welcome to Mooncastle.
Hello, Vanak,
Vanak, if you don't remember.
Vanak, sorry.
Fought with you against the Cryptus and
I didn't remember. Are you an Omicron?
You call this a camp? More like a resort.
You are.
The Astral Ward?
It is a bit of a resort.
Not a chance. Good to see you closer to ground, though. I volunteered to help with the integration.
Okay.
Long overdue that we got involved in Tyrian affairs. More publicly, that is. Got a few things to atone for.
Okay.
Commander, Vanak was just giving us the lay of the land. Dangerous place, Janthir.
Everybody's been
scope
saying
it
that.
out.
I am as well. There's something about the atmosphere here that wilts my senses.
I don't
Surprised
like how
to see you here.
involved Malice is being.
On
In terms of
Dagonet's
directly.
order. He didn't go into much detail about the Pale Tree's status. And perhaps it's not my place to say, but her recovery has been slower than we expected. Some days she seems weaker than the day before.
Really?
We search for a remedy.
We don't have a remedy.
The Astral Ward knows magic, and ancient magic at that.
I'm glad it's been
I'm
fixed up.
hoping we can form a connection with you.
I do too, for what it's worth. And all help is good in these parts. Janthir is a nasty place to get lost. But before you touch ground,
Is that
Frode wanted to speak with you, Wayfinder. Seemed urgent enough to prioritize.
Right. I'll track him down.
Talk to Frode. Is that the Wizard's Castle? Wizard's Tower? What the hell is that? Over there. Oh yeah. I was just staring at this thing in the sky. He didn't move it here. No, he did not. Interesting. Okay. I'm sorry. Oh, back to where we were? Before we go over there, let's see if there's anything else. Oh, did you find the last report? Is that where it is? Are you talking about where Frode is? Oh, yeah. Let me hold off on Frode so I can take a gander over here and see if there's any... Oh, I'll find the stuff in a minute? Okay. Never mind then. Cool, I'll just head back. I just figured they had a lot of open space here. And you can open each of those doors. Oh, they gave you the guided tour. Okay. Hello, Frode. Was here earlier.
Always on your feet, like a true soldier.
I used to be in charge of Moon Camp before Levente named me Warden.
There's obviously more going on if it pulled the Warden from his outpost in the sky.
You know us well.
That's
It's true. The Lowland Codan will be fine allies of Queen Jenna and the Tyrian Alliance. That
Right,
is
but
no lie.
what's the motive?
They know these lands better than most. Janthir and the northern stretches
I
are
only think it's what?
formidable.
Like,
How
there's a
much
sense of
did
urgency.
you learn of waiting sorrow during your time in Omnitas?
Waiting sorrow your missing wizard? Not a lot. Besides the fact that she created the Heart of the Obscure.
And she also had to
Indeed.
leave because
I've never met her, of course, as she's been
this
missing
garden was
since
getting
before
distressful.
Ascalon burned to the ground. This must stay between us, for now. But we suspect that she's hiding among the Codan.
You want me to find her?
It isn't
That's
a
the
burden
real
on
one.
your shoulders alone. The Ward is here to support in whatever way we can. But, yes, we need you to.
We need you
Is
to.
she dangerous?
She's very capable. For your own safety, expect resistance.
Why did she leave?
I wish I knew
In your own
more.
words.
Between us, Wayfinder, all conversation about her turns Isgaran more conspiratorial than usual.
He's obviously withholding
Then I'll
information.
keep my guard up. Good. For what it's worth, Dagda doesn't agree with him. She was also Waiting Sorrow's closest friend, so
Right.
there's bias.
They were very close.
But that's all I've got, so I'll leave you to it. Get to know the region. We'll set out in search of the Coden soon as well. They've been known to homestead along the delta and the coastline.
Okay.
They'll build for 100 or so years, then move. Unsure of their exact position, but I imagine we're close. We portaled Moon Camp here to avoid scaring the locals.
Okay.
Probably more subtle than flying it over the bay. Good call.
Right.
Stalwart Hart pulled some research noting they're not especially keen on magic. A floating building may cause alarm.
They're not keen on magic?
Good luck. I'll be here to guide you as I can. Ward's busy with the reacclimation. It's going to be a long process.
Okay. You join your allies outside.
How are things with the ward?
Fine. Tense.
Smash. You're fine.
Isgaran wanted to lock our doors and go back into hiding, but
Yeah, I'm
that's
sure he
just
did.
not an option for us.
It shouldn't be an option
We
for you.
have 100 fractal inhabitants taking up residence in Omnitas.
We should probably
doubt
address
they want
your
to stay.
experiments in these fractals.
They're sitting in a limbo of our making.
Yeah.
And that's just one problem.
Yeah.
Are you going to get the Alliance involved? Probably a smart move.
break it down and don't
I
have
think we have
Isgaran
to.
talk to them.
Lear agrees. He strongly agrees.
I wonder if this will
Isgaran's
tie to
worried
the
that
fractals of the
world
mist.
will think us monsters, which is a fair fear.
Yes.
But our actions aren't above critique. I'm
Not the
bearing my
best move.
angst. Suffered a few long nights, but we're moving in the right direction. Don't let me distract you.
I wonder if it'll be tied with the fractals of the mist. That would be cool. Anyone here have a little green star over their head that I can talk to? No? Okay. Not surprised. Sorry, let me back out of here. Let me just close this door behind me.
Any brilliant insights from Frode, Commander?
Short
He
answer,
and I
no.
caught up and talked about the Coden. We're not exactly sure where they're settled today, but they're likely close. Astral Ward
They're in
research
that
also
direction
says
somewhere.
they're a little distrustful of magic.
More
We'll
than a
want to
little.
keep that in mind.
Sounds like we've plenty to strive for then. We should get moving. I don't know this region.
I'd recommend taking it slow. When we
I'm
call
trying to take it
Janthir
slow.
treacherous, we mean it.
Explore Moon Camp while Vanna debriefs you on the region. Vanna? Are you gonna follow me? Okay, there's little things over here. Cryptus axe, that's cute.
That's a Cryptus axe. I'd recognize it anywhere.
Yep. Mooncamp operated in the area during the attacks. Abark's grunts were poking at something here. Never figured out what.
Given Janthir's
Nice.
history,
I
I
feel like
imagine
this
there
is
are
a
any
follow-up
number
to
of
Soto.
things a demon could be drawn to. Not especially inspiring, though.
I think this would be one of the few times that something directly went into another one without it being living world. I like it. It's a nice change. Field report, Moon Camp. This isn't the last one? Did I miss out on it? I think I did miss that achievement. No! I should have explored. No! I missed the last report. No! Moonlit reading. No! Well, Astral Ward notices the one. Okay.
Attack my target!
Currently, I have Moon Camp Shuttle and those ones. Okay. Oh, no, I already read this. Alright. So we're good, we're good, we're good. I thought this was a new area. You targeted Mini Pitha? Map of Janthir.
How big is Janthir?
Huge. Practically in Kryta still. but the deltas are considered a part of the Isles due to their climate and flora. It stretches far to the north, running parallel to the northern Shiver Peaks, as far as modern maps are concerned. The Isles and Bay make up most of the occupied territory, with some coastal regions lining the mainland. There is even a small human outpost on the Isles, but it's long abandoned now. Don't know a lot about it.
Not a good place to be, then.
You guys keep talking dangerous. Be careful. Not a good place to be. I get it. How? Why? Let's be specific. Okay, armory? Oh, the little spears. I'm glad you guys remembered that. The tongue plant. Really? That's what you brought? Valraven Talon?
That's a Valraven Talon.
Valraven.
A nasty beast. The ward has little documentation, aside from a few first-hand accounts. A few travelers come through Janthir, stay away from them at all costs.
Wins. What is this? Is that food? If I fits, I sits. Nice. Why is it green? Oh, okay. Over here, there's more. For a moment, I thought, challenge mode? Challenge mode. Hey, shoo. Let's see here. That's an interesting statue. Feels like he should be holding something. Hey, we saw those all over the Skywatch Archipelago. Mersat relic, white mantle badge. Nice.
A lot of things come to Janthir to hide from the rest of Tyria. That's why the Mersat built Bava Nisos here.
Bava Nisos?
Though, that place is all ruins and storms now. Hard to get close.
Reminds me of...
Bava Nisos? What's that?
Asuran cities.
Former Mersat city. Fixed in the middle of the Isles. Been abandoned for a long time.
I feel like that's an anagram for something.
Don't think I'd want to go anyway. Maban told me about it. Didn't sound all that hospitable. He went back from time to time. Memories, I imagine. Or guilt.
I really think Bava Nisos sounds like an anagram.
Attack my target!
Don't know what. Ah, there's the last one. Thank you. Yay!
It's easy when
Yay! Restricted area, Bava Nisos. This is back in 610 AE, so a while ago, before even Guild Wars 1. Mammon and Nisgarn placed research restrictions on the Janthir Isles and the city of Bava Nisos. Research may commence from a distance, but given the present Mersat influence and danger in the region, all travel to and from Janthir must be explicitly approved by Mammon. Travel to the Isles themselves is prohibited. While the Isles themselves are considered too dangerous for ward interference, the mainland regions within the territory are free for exploration so long as permission is granted and caution is utilized. A handful of peaceful, smaller societies live along the mainland coastal regions and should be treated with the same caution as any non-astral ward entity. Interesting. Janthir historical records.
What can you tell us about the history of this place?
Oh, former home of the Mersat, and later the White Mantle. From
Thank
my
you, Alice.
research, there's been very little activity in recent years.
Correct. Aside from the Kodan, only a few other groups have called it home. Some centaur tribes, trolls, creatures that keep to
can't
themselves.
select it, but yeah.
And the Isles are another story. I recommend you read up on it. A lot of blood has been spilled here.
Venture into uncharted wilderness outside of Moon Camp. Okay. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to close it in on you. Very cool. Wow. These are so weird. Oh, is this where we're gonna have the big, like, opening credits? Really? How about if I just do this? Okay, so I have to glide down.
It's so quiet.
Reminds me of Drizzlewood.
Malice.
Abundant vegetation. I wonder how much of this is edible.
Taste it.
I'll let someone else sample the local cuisine. Now where to first?
Sounds like something to be determined by a wayfinder.
Notable forest features inspected. Oh, all the way over there. Okay. Chains? Oh, to keep this here, I guess? Interesting. Alright, so there's a few places over here. Jorn thicket discovered. Old growth pine?
Goodness, look at you. This is a very old tree.
Yeah.
Imagine the stories it could tell us.
Not much.
Standing tall and strong, protecting the smaller growth.
You got the gist of it.
Keith.
Defend yourself against the ambush. The ambush? What ambush? Oh, that was delayed. Timberwolves. Okay.
For great justice.
Natural animals? That's weird. I mean, I get it. Okay. I was gonna say, I'm waiting for the big threat they're talking about.
We should follow that stream. See where it leads.
This stream is barely a stream. Some wet ground. Overlook over here? Sure. You know what? Hey, there's a raven. There was a raven. Oh, wow. That's cool. I like the splashing of the waves. Though it probably could have been a bit better.
It may be dangerous, but this place... Oh, it's stunning.
Can I use my
Beautiful
skiff?
and deadly.
Oh, that's a bit
I
of a
wonder
drop.
where the current takes us.
Interesting. There's a few things up there.
Watch out for the cliff. Wouldn't make for a nice fall.
Never mind the cliff. Watch out!
More? Birdies. Okay. Oh, this is those, Val Ravens. Nice bit of foreshadowing. I like that we saw the claw before we met them.
What were those things?
Val Ravens, there's a
Must
claw.
be Valraven.
Yep.
Talons look just like the one Vinok showed us.
Yep. Very nice touch. There's another spot over here. Unfamiliar flowering shrub. No.
Janthiri flora is fascinating.
Janthiri.
And probably very toxic.
Okay.
I need assistance now!
That'd be better. Is it wolves?
Alchemy! It won't calm!
Treacherous, eh?
I mean,
Better check it out.
okay. Let's just send a bunch of rangers over here. I just don't see the threat yet. Like, this is cute. I like that they mounted up and I mounted up.
What has them so
The
riled
bogey.
up?
Okay.
Adrenaline ball. I'll destroy you all for great justice.
Attacking on sites so close to a populated camp is concerning behavior.
Bet it has something to do with that distress call.
Okay.
Reasonable take.
Pick up scouting party's trail again. Sure. There's claw marks over here.
Claw marks.
And from quite a large beast, I imagine.
Large? I mean, okay, maybe just Norn height?
Footprints and more claw marks. Chase them away from
Yeah,
camp.
big char. A bear? Coden? They're about Norn size. I mean, the Coden are near here, right?
Blood. We better hurry.
Okay, I hear you. Actually, can I get this mastery here? Or is this outside of the instance? Ooh. I know you're in danger, but... Okay, yeah, no, it's outside of this instance. Sure. Where are you? Find a distressed person. Ah, there you are. Aggressive work. Oh, it's so fuzzy! Why is it so fuzzy? It looks like a lynx.
You can't stop me. For great justice. For great justice.
Surround it, quickly. We're here to calm, not to kill. Maintain eye
You are here for a different reason than I am.
The rest of you follow as we guide. The creature is vulnerable. Again, we don't seek to kill it unless absolutely necessary.
I will kill whatever I want. We have to feed
Outlander, use this salve. Breathe.
me Toberfest.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Curious garbs you wear. Perhaps something sturdier would do you better in these parts.
You're a big ass bear. That's
Which
so
of
weird.
you is the leader?
I am. Right here.
Commander.
Who was in trouble? Oh, these people were in trouble. Okay. Hello, bear.
Well met, warrior of the Citadel. I'd like to get to know you.
Sure.
I'm sure the Claw would too.
Sure.
The sun is fading. Wherever you traveled from, our village is likely closer. Follow. We've got a fire for you to sit by.
The
Thank you.
Disney talking animals weird.
But who are you?
Barbed Veil. Come.
Was she
You can
waiting
help
to use
us
her
lead
war
the
club till
journey
you saw the
to
new skin,
safety.
right? Oh.
But we must move quickly.
Oh, that's funny.
Unless you want
I
to
just
lose
noticed that,
yourself
Belle.
in the woods. Our nights have been far darker. The Valraven watch.
Thank you for the consideration, Wins. I didn't notice.
Journeykin? You mean that wild
She
animal?
quickly domesticated it and saddled it up.
Fascinating beasts they are. Came to us from far away. They need protectors.
They do? This one looks just fine. Janthir B.
Enraged again?
Stay calm. Help it release that energy, just like last time.
Just beat the hell out of it.
Great justice.
Okay.
Back in fighting condition. Just see for good gaining adrenaline.
What was that? I heard a boop boop.
As I told you, Outlander, the salve.
Yeah. Okay, that's what that beep was. What is this? Fuzzy pheromones? A sweet-smelling pheromone clings to you that seems to enrage the Janthir bees. Okay, so I fixed one problem but started another problem. We're gonna piss off those bees. Okay. Doesn't matter?
Again, keep your voices stable. Help it relax.
That feels
Simmer down now.
great.
Simmer down now. I am your alpha. I need you to calm down.
We're your friends.
Good, good.
How all cat parents deal with their cats. Apparently.
No!
It's just we feed them catnip, apparently. Or other things. I don't know what those other things are. There's calm down things. They might be catnip, I don't know.
Starting to think that it's enjoying this.
It could be. Let it release that energy.
I feel like Cookie is like this before we go to before bedtime. He needs to release all that energy.
Adrenaline rising. For great justice.
Again, the salve.
There you go. Calm down. That's not a very good fix if it keeps coming up. Bug swarm, interesting. I remember that from Heart of Thorns.
Now this is interesting.
Harvest then discovered.
Welcome.
Interesting. Oh, okay. Here we have the opening credits. I like that they're using the Vista technology to kind of frame this and make it a lot more cinematic. I'm surprised they haven't had as many cutscenes as End of Dragons did. Nice. I like these openings. I think they did a great job. I like that it's very cinematic. This is a good choice. I think they started it with End of Dragons, but I like that they're keeping up with it. Pretty.
And so close to camp. I was expecting a little more of a hike.
It's been a long while since we've let the outside in. Travelers avoid
like
these
Kantha?
lands.
Kind of
For
like the
good
Wizard's Tower?
reason. Not
Northern
intentional
Lights?
isolation, that is. It isn't my story to tell, however. And we're nearing the pen.
Need to capture Warclaw to the taming pen. Sure.
I feel strong.
Is this why they gave everyone a free Warclaw? Journey
Here,
contents.
Commander. Use this to calm the beast.
Use what?
What is it?
Food.
This one also comes down with food. Here.
Animals.
Whoa!
Especially
Warclaw Mastery unlocked. Warclaw knows no fear. Loaded kind of call it Journey Kit. Okay. Alright. You missed.
And
9 lives.
Sometimes all it needs to learn trust.
Learn to reduce falling damage while riding the Warclaw.
More creatures lost in the wild.
A claw of the Coden that I've never heard of, huh?
Interesting.
They found them in the
These don't carry over to Wolf vs. World, do they?
defending themselves against this one.
Cute. Fine. 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 Let me update my skin. I keep talking about how expansions should impact your character and what they look like. Fine. No, it's Warclaw. Oh, I do have a few skins. Of course, I got my Warclaw through World vs. So did I. But I don't think these masteries impact it. Right? Puppies of Balthazar! I'm gonna change that color. I got that through the Wizard's Vault. I think I bought that. Alright. Fine. Let me choose a different color. My color for, I guess. Well, technically it's blue, but... No? It's Warclaw. Oh wow, it's got like a lot of channels. Let's go with just ebony and then let's add to it. Ugh. That is not good. Shadow Abyss. Let's see what that looks like. You have a white one, a gray one, an orange kitty, a blackish gray kitty. Oh, you know what? That's a good idea. After this little guy over here. No, that's not his color. Murky gray. That's kind of his color. Let's throw in a little bit of browns over there. Well, that's very nice, actually. I like that. Okay, what is this color? That's the main fur color? What is this color? Are these highlights? What color are you underneath here? Light brown. Yeah, we did this a lot with our old cat, and we haven't really done that too much with this cat. Okay, let me make this a bit more gray. I'll have to play with this later. That works for now. I'll play around with it some more. He looks more white. I don't know. I'll play around with it more later. This one has a blue tinge to the shadows. Where are you? There you are. Yeah. Fine. I was wondering why everybody was on the Warclaw lately. I'll perfect it later. Speak with the Coding Claw.
As a delegate of the Tyrian Alliance,
Does very good
good
CC.
to meet you, Stoic Alder.
Interesting. I never thought Tyria capable.
Capable of what?
Clearly, we've plenty to discuss. Come.
I'll have that on a regular
The village
Warclaw.
welcomes you.
Because those Warclaw masters
I'll
are busted.
tend to our friend.
Yeah. See, I already have them. Those are that from World vs. World. So if you come over here, ranks and abilities, Warclaw Mastery. Boop. Unlocks Warclaw in World vs. World. Boop. Detect enemies and damage gates or walls. Pull on gates. Damage awaken them. This allows me to throw a spear. Increases damage to enemies who are in a down state. So they just basically made it better for PvE. Yeah, I think that's the case. That's what it seems to be. It's almost faster in PvE too. Oh, it is actually. It is decently fast. It's slower in World vs. World. Bonfire Lodge. I'll have to explore this during the week. You know what? These are getting a little annoying. I love the balls, but I think I'll hide them for right now. Plus, has the dash. Ooh.
Seems we have visitors. Rather unexpected
I think books in here?
our keep.
Okay.
Welcome the Tyrian Alliance.
Bears?
Tyria has allied. Amusing joke you play, leader.
Your skepticism is understandable. But given the severity of recent threats, Tyria needed to act fast. And unitarily.
Threats? Surely the strangers do not walk among all lands.
If you mean the creatures attacking from mist portals,
It was slow due to people
afraid
complaining
so.
that it was too
We call
fast.
them
Really?
cryptids.
And people couldn't keep up.
Ah,
Huh.
mist portals.
But that's the
It's
point,
of the
isn't
flesh
it?
stalkers that this alliance speaks. Yeah.
In World vs. World is
As
like a
foes,
difference
they
between you
prove
running and being on the
fatal
mount.
ones.
Lives lost on your front as well, Jan.
I'm afraid so. And
You'd
allying
think.
proved the viable solution.
That's a weird
finally.
complaint to address.
Fear can be a supreme unifier or divider, depending on how it is.
I can move faster than the World versus World one.
So
I can keep up with them with swiftness and different things. And
with
jumping.
eyes carrying intention. A bid to join your alliance.
Technically,
Who
yeah.
knows
Roll
what other
credits.
threats the mists might
Wrap
bring.
up. We're done here.
Should that happen, we'll have strength in numbers.
Hello, I know. I'm being too dynamic for this late at night.
I respect your good intentions, but need time to ponder its implications.
I will need you to model for me.
Our own.
For a kitty?
For now.
Okay.
That is my decision. At this time, I extend our visitors the opportunity to speak with our council members.
Oh, you have a council. The sir will be very pleased. Oh, there's a lot of them. Okay, before I talk to them, you said there was books here? Little cubs, they look so weird. I feel like I should take the Coden combat tonic while I'm here to kind of blend in. Not finding any. Check achievements? Let me just look around first. At least this floor before I go up to the next floor. Whoa, 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 whoa. Shoo. See what I mean about sneezing? I figure we'll just get over it, right? Story journal. It looks very short. Because it said 1, 2, 3, and then the 3 expansions. This only has 1 and 2, and then the first expansion. They just keep cutting it shorter and shorter. There's 24 masteries. I don't know which ones they're gonna have. Without spoiling it too much. Not done yet? Right, but like the core game that was released for Secrets of the Obscure was 3 acts. I mean, who knows? These 2 acts could be very long. They could be as long as Secrets of the Obscure. Well, because Secrets of the Obscure is also meant to be a mini expansion, right? Moonlit Reading is the achievement. Okay. Oh no, I got that one already. That was from the previous one. That was from Journal Unknown Territory. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, we got that. We got the ones from here. I'm gonna start off with you, Soaring Crest. Hail, fellow, well met. Hello, what's your role in the council? What do you do? There you go, achievement. Council bear courtesy. You can call me Soaring Crest. I am the Master Agriculture on this council. The Master of Agriculture. Okay. Well, Weechar are a meat-eating people. We're carnivores. So I probably won't talk to you very much. Greetings. Hello. What do you do? Who is your daddy and what does he do? I'm the council's hunting master. Vast Caldera. Caldera. Interesting. Graced by fire. Hey, we have firebrands. We're kind of like that. The Tyrian Alliance, you say? Interesting. Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Graced by fire. Journeykin Master.
Whoa, voice acted.
Apologies. My thoughts are occupied by council matters at the moment. If you find yourself with time to pass, my apprentice Burning River is out tending the village journeykin. Tell him to give you some lessons at my request. They're fine creatures. I suspect you'll make fast friends.
Okay. You, Deft Lahar? What do you do? The Homestead Master. I oversee the building of all manner of things for our villages. It really stands out when only one of them is voice acted. Rai Lichen?
Why, hello.
Oh,
there.
2 of them are voiced.
Rai Lichen.
Lichen, sorry.
Humble lore master of the lowland.
Cool.
Long before our tribe came to inhabit Janthir, we hailed from a sanctuary far in the north. In those times, we were led by 2 honored Coden, a claw chosen by the people. Alder's role, same as his mother before.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Wow.
Also,
I didn't know you had that.
a voice. She was chosen by Koda himself to share in his mind, ultimately proving her worth by the trial of faith. A trial that would prove both to her detriment and the tribe's. Mid-trial, nearly crushed by the weight of madness, she fled. Some call it
The trinkets are making you glow, huh? Yeah, I turned mine off. You can turn them off.
It was the will to survive that seized her from the brink of oblivion. The same will our Claw channeled in the trial's aftermath. Rather than risk ruin, he led the tribe south, to Janthir.
Interesting.
Given time, some Kodan found themselves called back by the will of Koda. A call they followed to Ur. The rest, our forebearers, remained. And it is here, free from gods, tried only by nature, that we find our sanctuary.
I'd just like to say that I really like your streams. Thank you, Monty.
That's the
Super chilled, and the streamer is a nice guy as well. Aww. Well, I love having you guys over here.
Sounds a bit rehearsed.
I genuinely like the game. I love writing. I love stories. And I really, really... I'm happy to be back for Guild Wars 2. And thank you. Thank you. I love hearing from you guys. I'm trying to be reasonable. I'm trying not to be belligerent in my expectations and demand ridiculous things. While I'm sure such sensationalistic behavior might get me more views, if it's an act, it's too much work, and like I'll forget or whatever. I'd rather just be me, but also try to be respectful and understand making games is hard, guys. And I get it. I get it. I'm trying to balance that I don't know, consideration with being a consumer and trying to get I guess my money's worth, while also hoping for the best for them. It is good to hear from you again, Monty. I appreciate it. Thank you. It is a little rehearsed, right? Lycan. Fading Aurora. Oh, right. And if you didn't know how to switch off your things, wins, over here, there's a checkbox. Hide, unhide. And you can turn off any of your trinkets. They introduce these later on. Oh, nice. Am I blue? No, I'm still blue. I was wondering if I could hide this, because this has the infusion. I would no longer be blue. Let me find out. Nope, still blue. All right, never mind. Aren't you a spry adventurer coming out all this way? Welcome. Thank you. You can call me Wayfinder. You can call me Connor, buddy. What's your role on the council? Wait, before I say that, are there any Char around? No? Oh, wait, Malice. Haha. Shh. It's our secret.
Fading Aurora, Village Healing Master.
Healing Master?
Aurora and Barbed Veil, who you first ran into, are
Okay.
two of our newest to don the Master title.
Right, thank you. Thank you for the lookout
by
wins.
their expertise, one would suspect them seasoned veterans of their respective crafts. Additionally, Aurora has fast proved an upstanding mentor for my son.
Oh.
Currently working on
Poised
the
arrow?
fundamentals of herbalism.
Save some praise for yourself.
I see you,
Alder.
Monty. I'll read it in
The
a moment.
previous Claw would be proud to see how well
want
you're
to talk
faring
over
in the position.
The claw Aurora speaks of was my mother. Feels both long ago and as recent as yesterday that she stood where I do now.
Though a few claw lengths shorter.
So much talkie-talkie.
By my coming of age, she barely made it to my shoulders. But her presence was grand enough to fill the room.
A true leader of Coden. Many have
I
noted
see
the
you wins. I
resemblance.
just don't want to
See a
talk
bit of
over.
her in you both. Wayfinder,
Nice.
you find yourself in good company.
Yeah,
Hope you can make
a
yourself
lot of
at home here.
people established here is what it sounds like. Nice. All right. You'll get to play with Spear soon. Interesting. I'm open to it. I really like my rifle, but I'm open to it. Monty, we live in a world where people too quickly complain when something is wrong. I agree. Well, what about when something is right? Yeah, and I try to make it balanced. Really, it's because I was in art that I also realized that it should be balanced. Too much negative or too much constructive criticism disillusions the person. And that's not what I'm here to do. Warrior Spear is pretty OP. Nice. If I like where I am and what's going on, I'll say thank you. It's good to be kind. It is, and I try to go with that as well. If I hear something that I enjoy, or if I get a very nice compliment, thank you, definitely. I appreciate it. I definitely do. Poised Arrow. Hello, outsider. Nice to meet you. What's your role? You're the
role
leader.
of Claw was taken, so I settled for a title
Stoic
more
Elder is
modest.
the Claw?
My son has some years before he claims such expertise, though his mind is sharp. Observing our council provides him practical education, instills
On-the-job training?
discipline.
Poised Arrow, son of Stoic Alder and Silken Weir. You?
So I think I picked the option with my char where my dad was in prison. I think he was a gladium. Honorless gladium. Right. I would not mention who my parents were. My warband is my family. They tell me my sire is an honorless gladium. I have no respect for him and I refuse to live in his shadow. Yep. Okay. I would have laughed if it would have referred to that. Commander, or Wayfinder. Wayfinder's probably more fitting these days, as we're going into a new era post-Dragon.
A Wayfinder losing their way in our woods.
That is kind of funny.
And now Commander. That has a strong sound to it.
Patting yourself on the back of the internet?
But
Wow.
if you insist, lost your Wayfinder.
Cute.
Seems our visitor also claims two names.
Also?
We of the lowland drop formality with those we most respect. Right, Pokey?
Yes, Pa.
Okay, I need to go. I'll let you know what the doc said next time. Yeah, please. I hope you feel better. That's tough. Take care and much love. Much appreciated, Monty. Thank you so much. It's always nice to hear from you. Pokey? That's so cute. Bye, Monty. I'll probably be wrapping up here after this event, after this story part.
Leader, best we return to the planned agenda, pressing as it is.
Your concerns are sensible, graced by fire. Poised Arrow, I'm afraid our discussion shall prove as stuffy to our guests as the air in this hall. Show them around.
I like you posing in the background.
We've only just... A fine idea. Best they enjoy the weather while it holds. Meet me outside when you're set.
Alliance, I deem you welcome visitors for the time being.
Thank you.
Feel free to acquaint yourselves with our town. Fortunate for you,
I will.
The embers of our summer season burn brightest.
Well, we're currently during winter here.
Here pass well.
Thank you. That's very sweet. You're very generous host. Oh, okay. That was it. Unknown territory completed.
Pillage.
Oh. Act 1 mastery completed. 7 out of 7 achievements. All right. 7 out of 14 is the next one. Nice. 24 total. What do I get at the end? Another relic. They love these relics. Treasure. Oh, that's so cute. A little bear statue. Large stash of carved lowland green coins? Oh, it's just a bunch of XP. Okay. Ooh. And another mastery point. I think that makes it enough for me to be able to buy that when I finish it. Interesting. I do have to get around to finishing out. So the Icebrew Saga, I don't have this. I have, what is that? 8, 12? I have 2. I need to get more mastery points there. So all of Central Tyria, I'm done. Heart of Thorns, done. Path of Fire, done. Yeah, it's just the Icebrew Saga, I got those last few. And the Dragons, I got the last few for the Turtle Mount. And I need 11 mastery points there. I think I'll do some of these when I catch up with the story. I'll go back and work on these. Secrets of the Obscure, obviously I barely touched them. The only thing I finished was flight training. I got 0 levels in these 2. Wait, is one of them Fireball, Convergences when turning in essence, List Pockets? I was wondering if one of these would... Okay, so they're just mostly for Convergences. Alright. I like the little stylish art up there. They didn't have to do that. Very nice. Alright. And I guess let's... Wait, hold on. There's a star over here. That's the spiral. What's the star over here? Or just once I leave the instance? Okay. Ooh, very pretty. Is it... Alright. Empowered Beehive? Poised Arrow? Hold on, what map do we have here? So we got 3 hearts, which they were kind of steering away from. Good to see them back. 6 waypoints. 56 points. They love to throw them all over the place now. 8 vistas. How big is the map? Okay, so that's the Astral Ward Moon Camp. And we have some more stuff over there too. Interesting. And adventures. They brought those back. Well, they brought those back in Soto too. Huh. Okay. There's a lot for me to do. I may hold off on exploring it until Friday. That might be a good touch, so that way we explore it on stream. The hearts, they did it repeatable with an achievement. That is, okay. Alright. Am I ordering something on here? I thought I was ordering something on this market. Maintenance oil. Really? You guys aren't selling any of that? I'll check it next time. Honestly, it's your only big complaint. Really? Beyond that? Huh. Convergences are right over here. It's late. I have to wake up early. Thank you guys for tuning in. Much appreciated. I'll wrap it up here. As you can see in the background, I am over in Janthir Wilds. Woo! Hello, Del. I see you. Well, if that is you, it might just be someone else. Nope, I think it is you. I like the little photobomb over there. Wow. You know what? Here, stand next to me, Wins. I'll take another picture. Dang it. Wrong button. Face the same direction I am. Is this your little bear? Alright, there you go. Alright guys, much appreciated. I'm going to take another picture over here. Boop. I will post it on our guild chat. Much appreciated, guys.
Attack
Thanks a
my
lot.
Target.
Cute. Much appreciated. That is adorable. I'll see you guys next week. We're going to continue with Janthir Wilds. And once we're done and caught up with Janthir Wilds, I'll backpedal on some of these older ones and try to get their achievements. I'll be sure to update the listings and let you guys know where I am and how things go. I really want to take my time on this. I really want to try to get as much as possible. So I may be a bit slower than you guys might expect instead of just rushing through it. But I really do want to enjoy it, which is probably why I'll save the exploration of this area to be on camera. That way we see everything. I don't want to just stumble on something and then have not shown it to you guys or not talked about it. But alright guys, have a good night. I will see you guys next week. If you guys tune in tomorrow, we're continuing to play the indie game Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. That'll be at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time till about 9:30 Pacific Standard Time. You'll give me a tiny warning spoiler if that's okay, build-wise? Sure. Let me hang up. Let me tune out over here, and then I will continue to chat for a little bit before I call it a night. All right, guys. Have Condi cleanse? Okay, will do. I will. You guys have a good night. I'll see you guys next week, hopefully, if not tomorrow. Thank you once again. Much appreciated. If you're on YouTube, we would really appreciate if you like, comment, subscribe below. Let us know what you think. What do you think of Janthir Wilds? Anything here that you agreed with, disagreed with? Let me know. I love to respond to comments. I love to hear everything that people have to say, as you've noticed. Otherwise, if you're on Twitch and you're watching this on demand, feel free to give a follow. I appreciate it, really do, and it'll let you know when we're posting and when another video's up. All right, guys, have a good night for real season's time. I'll see you later. Bye.